Why do prominent people and politicians seem to establish foundations instead of businesses? We're constantly hearing that companies like Dunlop, ArcelorMittal, Coca-Cola, Ford, and others are shutting down operations, leading to mass retrenchments of employees. What do these influential figures do in response? They set up foundations to provide handouts, essentially giving people fish instead of teaching them how to fish. This pattern is evident across the board, from the Nelson Mandela Foundation and Motsepe Foundation to the Jacob Zuma Foundation, Ahmed Kathrada Foundation, and many more. These entities are often funded by the same elite circles. Instead of rallying retrenched workers to pool their resources and launch their own companies, these foundations do little to foster self-reliance. Take the recent Coca-Cola case. Reports indicate that around 680 employees will lose their jobs as the company closes depots and plants. Yet, production volumes are unlikely to drop significantly. What does this suggest? My theory is that AI and robotics are increasingly automating tasks, displacing human workers without reducing output. On X, formerly Twitter, some users naively blame foreigners for stealing jobs, too afraid to confront the real culprits: automation and structural economic shifts. Why don't these displaced employees band together to start their own ventures? I'm not sure if President Cyril Ramaphosa has a foundation yet, but if he doesn't, one will likely be created for him soon, perhaps posthumously, as these organizations often serve to immortalize their namesakes rather than truly uplift native Africans. Meanwhile, settlers invest in building Orania, colleges and universities for so-called Afrikaners, while Africans prioritize foundations. What do you think about the proliferation of these foundations and their true purpose? Please comment below. Let's start a conversation.
Black people don't have ownership. We have ownership of nothing. Even the richest of black people are employed, Baba. They are CEOs, they are tokens, they own nothing. They are nothing. Even the richest of our black people are employed. They are CEOs, they are tokens of big companies. They don't own. Ownership is in the hands of white people, of foreigners, of Europeans, of colonizers. We don't own nothing. Nothing. That's why we can't develop nothing. Life as South Africa is ingenye indlela. Yabona? Abantu base South Africa, majority yabo, I'm sorry to say this, but they are very passive and ignorant, yabona, to their own environment. Uyangizwa ukuthi ngithini? Very passive and ignorant to their own. They create their own environment. Uyangithola? That their own illusion of a perfect environment that doesn't exist. Uyangizwa ukuthi ngithini? Hence ngitshela ukuthi right now, even our food security, our time is in the hands of white people. Food security. One other thing, and that's a dangerous thing. Dangerous thing. And imagine we don't even own a land to secure ourselves with this food security. So they are holding us ransom. So we are not moving anywhere. We can go and vote each and every year, but in actual fact, amaqhawe mfethu lawalele nawo la khona yakhala. Yabona? Amabhuna akhe izindlu zaseSoweto. Thina sisakhula izindlu zaseSoweto bebathi matchbox. I-ANC yatake over ya introduce ama-toilet. Kuthi abantu bayohlala kuwo. Zonke izindlu zase-Brownfisher, Snake Park, those are toilets. You can't kwangena endlini ze-RDP. Yazi umuntu at least okwakhe izindlu nyana ezihlakaniphile ze-RDP nyana uTokyo segwale yabona. Elifering at least kwakhela abantu ama-3 room ne-bathroom nekhishi. Yabona? Lama RDP lawo besikhala nge-matchbox house i-ANC mayibuya ifaka abantu e-toilet. Ukwangena eBrownfisher ayina plaster, ayina ceiling. Yabona ukuthi ngithini? Indlu nje ime-1, ayina fence, ayina anything, indlu nje around wena community nje engana scale, engana skontiri, engana electricity. There's not even a proper town planning. Yabona? Because a proper town planning, first they have to build roads, put sewage on, piping.
For centuries, Africa's story was written by others, enslavers, colonizers, outsiders who shaped a narrative to control minds and futures. Mainstream media has long painted Africa as broken, helpless, but that's not our truth. We are creators, dreamers, builders. Our ancestors forged empires. Today we're shaping the future, our way. It's time to reclaim our narrative, tell our stories, celebrate our victories. Africans must control the pen that writes our future. Rise up, speak out, the world is listening. Africa's story is ours to tell. Let's write it together.